Most people only see the moments that are easy to show, the training sessions, the progress, the highlight. But none of that is what actually decides the outcome. What matters happens away from the camera, in the quiet, in the repetition, in the days that don't feel important. This episode isn't about Ironman itself, it's about what keeps me showing up when no one is watching.
So how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling definitely good, better, because it was like snow, storm all these days, and today just got sunny, so I feel already better.
Well, Happy New Year. How was your New Year?
Happy New Year.
Did you stick to no alcohol?
Yeah, of course. To be honest, I was like thinking, well, maybe I'll drink one, drink two, but I just decided, never mind. I remembered even in the summer, I was in Mykonos, and I enjoyed without any alcohol, so why should I drink? I was at a party in Warsaw, very nice party. Got some family there too, my girlfriend. Yeah, it was a pretty nice party, and didn't drink. I was just taking care of everything. It was good. It was good.
Okay, you didn't feel tempted to
No, I felt very good actually. I woke up, I slept very good. I don't know, my recovery, I woke up was red, but I have no idea why, but I felt very good. Woke up, ate some breakfast, lunch, breakfast, and did a gym workout, I think, and the bike the same day, so I felt very good.
And how have you been working out with all this snow?
Indoor, everything indoor, bike indoor, running indoor, but for now I stopped running for a little bit because my leg, I'm going to check it out with the MRI to make sure that I don't have a stress fracture. And so just now I'm just doing like a big bike block. So focusing on the bike, focusing on the swim.
They're all going well, the biking and the swimming?
Yeah, definitely. I feel improvement on my bike. I feel improvement in my swim. After the holiday that I was in Warsaw for a week, didn't really swim there. There was a swimming pool, but what happened is, because of the holiday and everything, they turned the swimming pool into a jacuzzi. So I couldn't swim there. So I didn't really swim. All I did there was bike. They had
Into a jacuzzi, what does that mean?
It was really hot. So the swimming pool was hot. Like I came there, everyone was like, sitting in the swimming pool, like chilling. And I came with, all the swim shorts and looked funny. I didn't really care about it. But when I wanted to feel the water, the temperature, it felt like crazily hot. They turned it into a jacuzzi. And it's not the first time in that hotel. Like I remember it was a proper swimming pool. That's why we even structured my training for the 50-meter swimming pool, because usually it's 25 meters. So yeah. Anyway, I got back. The swim got a little bit, not the best. I think mainly because I did some gym workout there, like normal gym workout with some pullings and pull-ups and stuff like that. So my back is really sore after months without doing any really proper gym.
Did you do the gym?
Because I wanted to work out. I didn't want to stay, lazy in the hotel. I did gym and bike. We had a Watts bike there. So I did a proper week of bike. Came back at Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I did another bike and swim. Like 2 bikes and 1 swim for the weekend.
So now that we're a couple months in, why are you doing the Ironman? And why are you doing it now?
It's interesting. I like the race, but it's not really about the race. I'm not doing the Ironman because it's Ironman. I was looking for a structure for myself. I was looking for a challenge for myself. I think at this point in my life, what was lacking is a proper structure, a proper routine to get myself healthier, to get myself more focused. So I was looking for something that can really scare me or can really challenge me and can make me a proper routine for a whole year. So Ironman was something in my head for a few weeks. So I said, why thinking about it more? I'll just decide. At that time I had an English teacher too. I was talking about the decision I'm making, that I'm going to stop drinking, I'm going to stop smoking. So he said, why don't you document it? That's why we are here today. So I said, it's a good idea. So I just started to make everything happen. And yeah, that's...
And why now? Was there a turning point, or you just...
It was just enough, of drinking, smoking, and I would get tired after, I don't know, going up some stairs. I want to be fit, I want to be, to be healthy. And probably I needed that at that point because my life changed 180 degrees since I started training, and in a good way.
So it has given you that routine that you were looking for?
I was looking for the routine, I was looking for the challenge. I got the routine, waking up early, doing my training, not thinking too much in between our work. Just found a routine that it really suits me and I can really just go through it and not thinking about it too much, because I want to remove that element of thinking and deciding. I have my program, okay, I'm doing that, finishing, I'm working, finishing, eating, fueling, and continue my day. So that's what I needed.
So I'm with you all day and the cameras only see a couple minutes of your day.
Yeah.
Regarding running your businesses, do you feel it's made it better in that area or worse?
I think there are pros and cons. Pros are, for example, I'm waking up earlier, I'm not drinking, I'm not smoking. So I used to drink once a week, to party or stuff like that. And now I'm not drinking, so there's actually an extra day a week. Because if you drink Friday, for example, your Saturday is gone. So now that I'm not drinking, not partying, I have an extra day already during the week. I'm more focused. I feel clarity. I don't know if it's placebo or just I really feel that way, but that's how it changed. In the other hand, the training is a big part of my life now. A lot of hours a day. Sometimes I have 3-4 hours of training, and I'm just 3-4 months in now. Like, we still didn't enter the big blocks, like 5 hours, 6 hours bike. So now I already feel like it's taking a lot of time. And it's not only about the training, the fueling as well. Making the food and to eat, to understand what I'm eating, to measure it and everything. It takes time too. But now I found a really nice routine. I wake up early. If it's a swim, I go to the swim first. I feel a little bit, I eat a little bit, come back, work, and then I do the other session. I eat the lunch. So I have already proper routine that I don't really need to think what I'm going to do. And maybe I'll just get a assistant that can help me with all the food side, so I can have some more time to focus on my work. And I think since I started to train, just make my life much better. How I feel about myself, how I look at the different stuff. So
what about the documenting side of things? Does that add a lot of pressure to it? Or
yeah, it's like if I say Ironman, it's like 100% I need to be focused on. The documenting, it's like another 100%. If I was only doing the Ironman without all the documenting, it will be easier on my life for sure, but that's not what I'm looking for, But actually, with the filming, we got to, experience a lot of stuff, like the lab test, like, a lot of filming with the pool, like renting out the whole pool, or some other interesting, bike fit, or like we're still experiencing something that I will probably not do if it's not filming. But yeah, it's much more pressure and a lot of time consuming. But again, Ironman is something that I'm going to do, like starting from zero. It's something that's going to happen once. So documenting it, just it's a memory for myself and for my future kids.
So what did you think this journey would feel like, and what does it actually feel like?
When I started, I thought it's gonna be more like hard sessions. I'm going to be exhausted, that's how I imagine it. Like every day I'm going to be exhausted, I'm going to wake up tired and not feeling good. But when I really entered it and started to feel the training itself and started to have a proper program and not just the beginning, it's more like I have more slow days, like more zone 2s, more easy days. It feels almost like boring. It's hard because it's boring, but it's not hard because of the intensity. Something that you don't really see it on the social media and on everything, but it's definitely a big part of the training.
So what keeps you training on days you don't feel motivated?
I don't really rely on how I feel. I don't really make the motivation a big deal. If you start to negotiate with yourself, it's the point that stuff is going to fall apart. I think in everything in life, not only in training, in work, in business as well. So I never negotiate with myself. If I decided this is going to be my week, if the coach decides this is going to be my week, tomorrow this is the training I'm going to do, I'm not thinking about that. I'm not going to think, okay, I don't have motivation, or I have motivation. I'm just doing it.
Already have that mindset before, or?
I had that, but I think this Ironman Prep and the whole training and documenting just make it much more stronger, like the discipline.
It takes a long time to plan?
The training side, it's the easy part because I'm not really planning it. My coach is doing it. She's doing a really good job, and I'm update her about how I feel after the training. How is the session? Maybe we should make it harder. How harder we should make, because I want to push myself. That's the easy part. The harder part is the documenting. I need to plan this as well. When to upload, the editor, and yeah, this is the harder part.
What does this level of consistency cost you?
Showing up day after day, it's like I'm going to say no to a lot of stuff, sacrificing some of my social life. I'm seeing my friends less. Girlfriend is the same. She's still coming, she's supporting me. She understands that I need to be in training, that I need to be in my work, but I need to say no to a lot of stuff. All these decisions are for a bigger picture, for my Ironman. Tell myself I'm going to make it, this is for that. So I'm learning to do that still.
You ever doubt whether this is all worth it?
Adopting it every day actually, but again, I don't really think about this kind of stuff because I made a decision. I'm just going to run with it. I made a decision. I told the world I'm going to do Ironman. I have no way back. I cannot stop in the middle now. So there's no way back.
So what part of the process do you actually control?
I control let's say the fueling. Yes, the fueling, the hydration, the intensity. I control the recovery. The training, I don't really control it because, again, my coach helped me to do that part. And what I don't control is how I feel after, how my body feels after, how my body is adapting to this intensity. Again, I didn't do any sport before, only gym, no cardio, nothing. So I hope my body could have more intensity because my mind is there already, but my body is not there. Like, I want to run more, but if I run more than 30 minutes, my legs are dead, my ankles are gone, and it will be like days of recovery. So this is something I cannot control. I'm doing my best to let my body recover. I'm seeing physio regularly, trying to control as much as I can, but there are things that I cannot control, so I don't overthink. I just let the body to adapt, let the coach adjust the intervals or adjust the intensity, and with the running analysis, I can find how to run properly to make myself adapt to it. So that's the part I cannot really control, but just to do it, slowly, to listen to my body, to not only to my mind, because if to my mind this will break down before I even reach to Ironman.
Has this process changed how you see yourself?
Yes, definitely. There's the old me and the new me. That's how I talk to my friends too. If they invite me to a party, the old bar, will go to that party without any thinking. The new me will tell you no now. And to a lot of decisions, I would say that way. It's definitely a new me now. And it's the me that I like more because I'm more caring about myself. Like making sure that I say no to drinking, making sure that I say no to some events that I don't really want to be there, and I'm being there only for the networks. I used to go. The old bar would go that only for the network. And the new me it's more self-care. I'm caring about myself more. And yeah, that's the new me. Healthier, feeling better.
Do you think your friends respect what you're doing, or has it made you distant from certain people? You feel maybe convicted by your new lifestyle?
Someone is distant from me because I'm doing Ironman. It's like someone that shouldn't be in my life anyway. It's like, for example, if my brother is going to make this decision that he's going to train for something, not specifically Ironman or especially Ironman, if he's deciding to train for something, I would be like there for him. I would be like 100% for him. So if there's a friend that it's not, not supporting it or just distant himself from me because I'm doing Ironman and not going out, I don't need him anymore in my life. So it's a good filter.
Do you ever feel pressure to make this journey look impressive?
Yes, but I wanted to make it look real more. I wanted to make it feel real to myself, to the people that are watching, to everyone. I wanted to be more real. So if I want this to look impressive, I need to be impressive. So that's the pressure. That's the main focus, and that's what I want to be a real one, and not to just showing the impressive numbers, how I finished it, or just some stories and stuff like that. I just want to show the real me and how the training really looks like. The boring days, the fun days, everything. Just the real me.
What does failure look like to you in this process?
Until this point, I don't think I experienced failure yet. Like I missed some session because of some logistic stuff, or I was sick, but there was no session that I missed that I made a decision that I wake up and I say I'm not going to do because I don't feel like today. So I don't really feel failure. There's some guilt when you are sick and you cannot train, and there's some guilt because of logistics you cannot train. For example, the vacation, I couldn't swim, and it's New Year, Christmas, everything is closed, so you feel something that's not there. But it's not a decision you make, you just can't. Failure is something like if I made a decision by myself, if I woke up and I say I don't feel like today, I'm not training today, that's a failure. And those decisions compounds. So when you are lower the intensity because it's hard for you, that's something I call failure. And it's something here, it's only if that's a promise to yourself and you broke it. No one sees it. So that's a failure. So that's something I know already from the life that I have before the Ironman Prep, and implementing that to the Ironman Prep, it's definitely helping me get through the training. For example, the hardest part, like swimming, for example, I have some intervals now that I've swim 500 meters and it's very hard for me. I'm struggling, but I don't want to break the promise to myself that I didn't finish. It's harder for me to break the promise than not to finish the training.
So what's the real goal? What are you really training for?
First of all, finish the Ironman. I don't have a time goal yet, but I think I have a big picture. Like I want to finish around 12 hours, 11 hours, swim 1.5 hours, maybe closer to 2 hours. And then we have the bike 6 hours, for example. So we're at 8, in the run 3-4 hours. And with the transition and everything, this is the goal for Ironman. What I'm really training for, it's to train myself. Like I'm already there. I think I'm already the new bar with the new routine that I can really stick to, and the healthier version. And I just want to be more healthier, to have more power on the bike, stronger legs, stronger lungs, stronger cardiovascular system, to be healthier. Yeah, I want to push myself, but in a smart way. Like not to push myself that I'm dead already after the swim, that I cannot do the 6-hour bike, and then after that another 4-hour run. So yeah, that's what I'm training for, and I'm training for just to change myself, make myself a better version, to show myself for my future kids too, that I can take their dad for a great example, what he has achieved, and for my brother too, because I hope one day he can come and tell me, bro, help me to do this challenge. I'm waiting for that day, and yeah, that's what I'm training for, not only for myself.
Ironman isn't built on race day. It's built in the days that feel invisible. The days no one applauds, the days no one documents. That's where the work actually happens, when no one is watching.